Yo, what up, y'all? I'm just about to dive right in, man. You guys already know what to do, man. Smash that like button, man. So I'm about to let you guys know what's going down out here in these gaming streets, man. So word on the street, man, the whole entire Xbox community wants Sega, man. Yes, they want Sega. They want Sega with Xbox Game Pass day one, man. Now we can go back in some history though with Sega though, like for real. Like, think about it. PlayStation knocked Sega off the map back in the day, man. And Sega had to suck up all of their pride and ego and develop games for PlayStation, bro. Do you know how much pride and ego that you got to put to the side to want to stay in the business that bad? That's how much passion you have for gaming and love gaming. That's why I respect Sega. I salute Sega, because you are making games for your enemies, somebody that you know for a fact that don't like you, that the only thing they care about is money, because we already know how greedy, grimy, shady, low down and dirty Sony likes to play. We know all of the anti-consumer moves, always doing these little exclusive backdoor deals. They always trying to get everybody out the way, move everybody out the way to stay to the top of the mountain, man. And that's why I say I really would like this deal for Xbox, because, man, Sony ain't messing around when it comes to being anti-consumer, and Xbox ain't messing around this generation when it comes to taking over the industry, man, because we already know we have to make sure our next move is our best move. And that's why I salute Uncle Phil and Xbox for going out and buying publishers so that they can't get blocked off and cornered off in the gaming market by PlayStation, man, because we already know how dirty they like to play, because we already seen what happened to Sony back in the day. Think about how many bangers and hits and AAA bangers like Yakuzas and the Sonics of the world, and the Virtual Fighters and the Daytona 500s and the Crazy Taxis of the world, and all these other great Sega games next to Sonic, continuing on and living on through Game Pass with the backing of Microsoft, man. With all that money, that bag that Uncle Phil got, you imagine how beautiful these games gonna look when they put these games on a Fable engine. How do you think Sony is gonna look on something like an Unreal Engine 5 and let somebody like Playground develop this game, help develop this game with those type of engines, man? Well, or I do you one better to make the ponies and the Sony ponies even matter. What about Sonic on a Hellblade 2 engine? How would Sonic look? You know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking far out, because this right here could possibly be happening or in the works behind closed doors and behind the scene, because right now the fans are really pulling for Sega, man. I mean, every time I can't get away from it. It's like everybody's like, yo, we already kind of been over there in Japan a little bit, messing around, shaking hands and making friends, right? So how about we just turn it up just a notch, you know, just turn it up just a notch and buy Sega, or better yet, you know, do a partnership with all Sega games, kind of like EA, drop day one in the Game Pass. How would y'all feel about that? Think about that. Sonic, Yakuzas of the world, all of the Sega bangers. I'm talking about that classic Sega Genesis, Sega Saturn, Dreamcast, all of the old NFL 2Ks, NBA 2Ks. I'm talking about every Sega classic game in history drops into Game Pass, bro. The value would be through the roof, bro. I'm talking about Xbox is turning it up to the tenner. I'm talking, this is the value that they're bringing, right? That I'm picturing, right? We already got Bethesda. We got Xbox Studios. Now we got Activision, Call of Duty, then EA, then Sega. Oh, bro, bangers after bangers after bangers after bangers. Bro, you can game into your finger. You get finger cramps, bro. You can game for like 2 weeks and still won't be done playing games. It's just the value that Game Pass got, man. And I'm not just gassing it up just because I do like Xbox and PC. I'm keeping it 100, bro, because this is value. This is what the fans have been talking about since day one, man. Can you imagine that? Sega teaming up with Uncle Phil and all these great developers and games that dropping. We already seen the showcase. It was through the roof. The numbers was, man, I forgot how many millions of people viewed this already. Was it like 100 million people already viewed this showcase already? It broke records, shattered records, bro. I'm talking about it broke the internet. Matter of fact, it broke Pony Jaws. Like they can't get enough of it. They cannot keep Xbox Game Pass out of their mouth, man, because they know it's a threat. Why do you think old lying, crying, snitching Jim Ryan have signed all these exclusive backdoor deals to stop games from coming into Game Pass, to block Xbox from getting games? You know what I'm saying? That was the same thing back in the day he was doing to Sega. But now that we got all these media outlets and press and Twitter and all these bloggers and vloggers and channels to keep up with all of the dirt that Sony been doing for all these years, now we get to see what they've been doing. Like before, we couldn't see that. Before, we didn't know, well, where did Sega go? We just like, man, I woke up one day and it was like, man, it's over for Sega. They shutting down. They're gone. They ain't coming back. And then they come back just developing games, publishing and developing games. And it's like, wait, what? Wait, time out, bro. You mean to tell me there's no more Dreamcast? It's just gonna be PS2 or something like that? PS1, PS2? I was so blown, bro. I was so upset and mad because I love Sega. I'm talking about, like, I was a diehard fan of Sega, and to see him get knocked off the map, you know something, even when I was younger, when I was much younger in my teens and everything, I was always like, man, it's got to be more to this story. And I always knew one day I was gonna figure it out. And I guess this is the generation that we're figuring it out, man, because I mean, Sony have been getting exposed left and right by the media, by the courts and everything, by now lying Jim Ryan coming out spilling the beans. He just don't want the Activision deal to go through. And so when you got Sega keep coming up into the press and the media, Sega, and I'm like, man, this can really turn Sega around. This can really give them a platform to do what they really wanted to do back in the early, in the late 90s into the 2000s, the early 2000s or whatever. This can give Sega that rebirth by coming to Game Pass, and Uncle Phil would just pretty much let them keep running it how they've been running it, but yet and still they get those day ones in the Game Pass. Now you're off rip, you get over 30 million people playing Sonic day one. Like, come on, bro. Breaking records, man. Like, see, this is what hard work pays off, man. Like, Xbox have really turned Microsoft have really turned Xbox around, man, because at one point we felt like the Xbox One was going down the wrong path, and now they corrected it, bro. That's all the fans was asking for from Xbox, because we knew they had it in them because they got the bag. Like, it was no secret. It wasn't no secret that Xbox got that bag, that heavy bag. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about they backing trucks up. They're backing billions up to Activision right now. You know what I'm saying? They about to drop that bag off of Activision. So we know Sega is looking like, this is kind of tempting right now. That's like a T-bone steak. I mean, come on. Like, I mean, what we doing? But those Decepticons over there at Sony front office, man, lying, crying, snitching Jim Ryan, man. Only thing y'all did was y'all played the wrong hand. See, Sony thought they was playing chess, but they was actually playing checkers. Even if you take away the queen on the chessboard, you still can win with the king. Don't ever forget that. And Sony felt like, oh, we knocked them off. We did all these little dirty, grimy, exclusive backdoor deals. And now I guess it came to a point in time where Xbox kind of got sick of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can only bully somebody for so long until they clap back. And I'm assuming this is what's going down out here in these gaming streets, man. And now y'all are sitting front row. This is the best movie, a 10 out of 10 right now movie that y'all are watching. First row seat, man. Seeing Xbox dominate the gaming industry have been amazing, man. Like I said before, man, we are coming for that #1 spot. Xbox is the new dream team, man, and I'm about to drop the mic right there, man. So y'all guys already know what to do, man. Make sure y'all guys smash that like, that subscribe button, click that notification bell, man, so you guys can be notified on all of the new latest and greatest news out here in these gaming streets, man. And if you guys would like to support the channel, man, the link will be in the description. If you like to order some things or jump into the Xbox ecosystem, click the link down below and in the description. Peace, love you guys.